What's going on, people? Maddie here. I've got
59.
slabs that you could win coming up next. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Maddie here. Thanks so much for joining me on Comics, my YouTube channel. Now, guys, the long-awaited reveal of the full list of
59.
CBCS slabs that I just got back from a submission I put in almost a year ago, last November. It's September now, 2022. I submitted these October or November 2021. So it's been a long wait for these slabs. They're finally back. It's a big mix from Silver Age through modern. Really great variety of stuff back in the submission. And, just because of different circumstances in my life, we're expecting a baby in December. My life's going to be changing, moving into a new space for my workspace. Lots of different factors led me to want to have this be a mystery raffle event. Rather than trying to sell each individual book, I would rather give you guys a chance to win the amount of books of your choosing based on the list. So I put a little poll on Instagram. I asked you guys, would you be interested in this idea, the slab grab, so to speak? And I got a pretty good response. About a quarter of you said that yes, or actually hell yes, I would be interested. A few people said hell no, which is cool. Not everybody likes a mystery box. This is the first time I'm doing anything like this, by the way. And it's not exactly a mystery box, although I will be putting in some free raw books as well. So I guess you could call it a mystery box, but I'd rather think of it more like
59.
slabs. You get a random slab, and the number of slabs that you purchase increase your odds at winning a really exciting one. But there's no losers here. They're all pretty exciting. And you're going to find out what those are momentarily. But the majority of you guys in the poll said that you would potentially be interested pending a full list of books. So what I've done for you guys today is I have all the slabs here. I'm going to show them to you in order of my assessment of value. So I did a lot of research on these. I checked GPA average. I checked available eBay listings as well as recent sold eBay listings. Basically just checking comps on each one. A few of them you'll notice I don't have comps for, and I had to sort of guess a rough eyeball estimate. After I show you all the slabs, I'm actually going to show you a spreadsheet with all the values. I want to be as transparent with all this process as possible. I am a poker player, somewhat of a gambling man, and I like to think about things in terms of odds. And, sort of like when you play the lottery, like they have to, by law, show you the odds of winning on the back. And usually it's like infinitesimally small. In this situation, it's really not a house winning type of scenario. I'm not looking to make any more money than is a fair market value for these slabs. In fact, I'll probably make a little less, but what I am looking to do is to move them all at once. So it's really, the advantage that I have is just making a bunch of sales all at once. And to be quite honest, sometimes it's a little hard to make slab sales in general in the current market, let alone
59.
of them. It's a little daunting. So that's why I had this idea to try to do it in a fun way, and hopefully everybody wins, so to speak. So the long and the short of it, the concept is I put all of the FMVs, came out to a certain number, you'll see in the spreadsheet, and that creates an average value per unit. And the average value is almost dead on at $150. And by the way, I am cognizant of the fact that CBCS slabs often sell for less than CGC slabs. So that the FMVs are generally factoring that in to some extent. Maybe not a perfect formula. You guys may agree or disagree with some of the FMVs, but generally it's edging lower, like sort of how how I would price the books if I was going for a claim sale, considering, what's available on eBay, et cetera, pricing below GPA and all that stuff. So all that being said, the average value came out to about 150. That is why I am asking 175 shipped if you're just going to get one slab. Okay, that's basically the price of entry for this slab grab opportunity. Second slab would be an extra 150, and a third slab would be an extra 125. We do have, I believe, 12 spots pre-sold. They sold during an Instagram live I did a couple days ago. So there are roughly 50 spots left to be purchased. All right. So the more spots that you purchase, the better per unit value you're going to get, and the more chances you'll get for the grand prizes. Without further ado, let me show you the books. So I'm going to go by different tiers. I've broken it up into 2 grand prize slabs based on value. The first grand prize is a Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 8, 9.8 white pages, beautiful reddish copy, signed by Jim Shooter. It was really cool to meet the guy. I met him at Fan Expo last year in Boston, and that's where I had him sign it. And I'm super psyched this came back as a 9.8. I have this valued. I guess I will tell you the values as I show you, and then at the end of it, I'm going to actually share my screen and show you the spreadsheet so that you can sort of crunch some numbers for yourself and get just as much data to work with as I have put together for myself to work with, so you can make the best decision for you. All right, so that is one of the grand prizes to win. Okay, second grand prize, Black Widow number 1. This is the Dynamic Forces variant. First full appearance of Yelena Belova. And this is a hot one because she's leading the Thunderbolts, and this is the most rare version of her first appearance that I'm aware of. And this book is sitting at around $950 FMV, second grand prize. Now, the next book's coming out, I'm calling tier 2. These are tier 2 prizes, well above the $150 average that you will be paying, because essentially 175 is sort of like 150 plus shipping, more or less. You know what I mean? With a little cushion, because if you are getting like a book like this shipped, it will cost at least $25 to insure it for its full value. So this is the second tier. I have these at a value of 300 and up. Okay, so at least double your money here. We have Spider-Man number 1, the Miles Morales hip hop variant. I have that valued at $450. Here I have a Silver Age goodie, one of my favorite books of all time, Tales to Astonish 93. Just an excellent surfer cover with the Hulk. Cover art by Maurice Severin and Frank Giacola. 7.5 off-white to white. I have this one valued at $400. Here I have another cool Hulk book, Totally Awesome Hulk number 1. This is the 1 in 50 Frank Cho. I have valued at $400. All right. First appearance of Howard the Duck. This is Fear number 19, 9.0 white pages. Awesome book. Have this at $350. And obviously Man-Thing is super hot right now because of the Werewolf by Night show. Next up, I have a very rare Something is Killing the Children number 4, second print. This is one of those early low number Something's Killing the Children late printings that goes for a pretty penny. Modern books have been falling lately. Something's Killing the Children is not as hot as it once was. I have this at 300, but at other times it's gone for 500-600 in this rare variant by Werther Dell'Edera. So that's the second printing of issue 4, valued at $300. Okay, next up we have, all right, now we're getting into the third tier. Third tier, which is $200 and up. If you win any of these books, of which there are 8 books in the third tier, $200 or up, you're still in the money, so to speak, because you'll be paying $150 or less for your slabs. All right, here is a second and or third appearance. Second, it says on the label second appearance of the Punisher. Some people say third. This is ASM 135 6.5 white pages. That one is I valued at $225. Is that right? Yeah. No, I have this one at $200. I had the order off a little bit. So this one is $200. Here is a really cool one. John Tyler Christopher Wolverine #1. Man, I wish I could keep some of these slabs. But the main point, guys, is I'm not cherry picking any of these slabs. A lot of these slabs would be super easy to sell. A lot of people want that Bloodstone #1. A lot of people want the Elena, the Secret Wars. That's not the point. I want to keep all of the good slabs in here so that you guys get a chance to win them. This is Wolverine #1, the John Tyler Christopher Banana Wolverine, 9.8 white pages. I have this at a current FMV of $325. Okay, this is one of the hot ones. This is Bloodstone #1. Buy me Bloodstorm or go to hell. This one is a 9.4 white pages at $275, probably climbing as we speak. I have an FF Annual 6. That's the first appearance of Franklin Richards and Annihilus. And that is a 4.5 off white to white for $275 value. Still in the third tier here. Okay, a Warren Lau. This is a Warren Lau Wonder Woman Black and Gold. This is the Virgin, or rather minimal trade, in a 9.8 white page. This one I have valued at $250. I also have the trade dress in this lot, which is in a different tier, different value tier. This one I have at about $250. So we're still sort of in, money territory here. The stuff that you hope to win for your much less buy-in. That was a bad way to put it. Submariner #5. This is a 7.0 white page copy. First appearance of Tiger Shark. I have this at about $225. Probably heating up on that one as well. Here I have this really cool, another one I wish I could keep. Stan Sakai signed and sketch Usagi Yojimbo 20 Dogu exclusive. Now this one, I don't have any comps on this one. I just put this at $200. I could probably get more for it, or you could probably get more for it, but it's in the third tier at $200. Next up, another rare Something is Killing the Children. This is an issue #1. It actually goes for less than that issue 4 went for. This is the third printing of issue 1, and I have this one at $200. Next one I have up is a Doctor Strange #169, first Doctor Strange in the title, sort of like a Doctor Strange #1. This one is a 3.5 off-white to white pager. I have it at $200, and that should complete our third tier. Okay, so just you'll see this in the spreadsheet, but just FYI, like 2 grand prizes, you have 3% chance at, assuming you buy 1 slab. 3% chance at the grand prizes, 9% chance at a second tier, 12% chance at a third tier. Okay, so now we go into a fourth tier, and I have this at around $150. So these are sort of like the break-even slabs. There are 10 of them in the fourth tier. Excuse me. I'm going to put these to the side here. Okay. Slabs are heavy, man. All right, here is one of the, and a lot of these break-even slabs are just really cool slabs to have. So definitely still winners here. This is a Howard Mackie signed. Again, I signed this, or I had him sign it at the same Fan Expo. It's a Ghost Rider 15. It's a glow-in-the-dark Ghost Rider newsstand signed by Howard Mackie, who was the writer for the story. And this one I have comped at around $175. Actually, I didn't have comps for this, so I'm just eyeballing it at $175. Again, really cool book. Might be worth a little more than that. This one is a first cover of Gwenpool. A lot of people say first appearance because covers rule, covers count. This one, Deadpool Secret Wars #2, the Bachalo variant. In a 9.6, I have it $175, and that book is a hot one right now as well. be super easy to sell that one. Eve number 1, 1 in 50 in Hyakuli. I believe Eve is coming back out with a new series. This is in Boom Studios. Cool indie book. A lot of people really like this read. This is the 1 in 50. I believe it was the highest ratio at the time. I have this at 175. It's a Paddington Bear or a Winnie the Pooh homage. I'm not sure which one, but it's one of those. This is one that was hotter going into the Doctor Strange movie, but still a really cool and hard to find book in 9/8. This is New Avengers 53, the Retailer Incentive 1 in 10. So this issue, I believe, Brother Voodoo becomes Sorcerer Supreme in this issue. So it was kind of like a spec book related to Brother Voodoo. Still a spec book. We don't know when he's coming, but yeah, cool Brother Voodoo key book. This one I have at 175 because it's really hard to find in 9/8, and that's a 9/8 white page. Here's another cool one. Tough to find. If any of you are Reggie Collects fans, you know this book. This is ASM 110, one of the notoriously sort of awkward first appearances in the ASM lore. The Gibbon, I think he existed for like 2 issues, 110 and 111, I believe. I think he dies the next issue. But basically, he was such an obscure character that Reggie sort of based his whole channel around, not the whole channel, but they have this running joke about the Gibbon gang. He made this hot sauce called Gibbon Sweat or Gibbon Spit. Anyway, if you are a Reggie fan, you need this book, particularly when it's a Mark Jeweler copy. This is a Mark Jeweler ASM 110 in a 5/0 white page. Just, I don't know what to say. It's actually a Diamond Retailer insert, which I guess CBCS is calling a Mark Jeweler. I thought it might be something different, but when you see it on GPA, it breaks out differently than Mark Jeweler. But the point is, it's a jewelry insert, and I have this with no comps at around 150. It could be priceless. I mean, you might not find another jeweler insert Gibbon if you're a fan of the Gibbon. Someone should win. If someone wins this and gifts it to Reggie, then I don't know what to say. I'll love you forever. Daredevil number 10. This is the second appearance of Echo, first cover, I believe. And it's a 9/8, and I have this, the cool David Mack cover in a 9/8 for 150. And you know, not for nothing, guys, if we don't fill these
59
slots, no one will be charged. And if we don't fill the spots, all these slabs become for sale, probably for the prices that I'm saying right now. So if you're looking at this and you're like, I'm not a gambling man or woman, but I really like that slab or that slab, make a note of it. Follow me, you know, on Instagram, and you know, turn on notifications, because as soon as we decide to either this fills, we're going to draw it, and that's going to be exciting. If we decide that it's not filling fast enough, it's not going to fill at all, that's kind of exciting too, because it means that all these books become on sale, and if you are on your toes, you could get first dibs. All right, this one is Noctera number 1. This is like sleeping a little bit. It's like all indie spec when things get optioned or whatever in development. It's like people forget about them for a while, they come back around, you know the deal. This is an optioned indie by Scott Snyder and Tony Daniel, and this is a really hard to find variant by Joe Schmalke. And I met Joe a couple times. I got this off of his booth at Fan Expo. I don't know where else you can find this thing. It's a Gotham Central El Rey exclusive, very limited, and it's signed by Joe in a 9/8, and I have that, you know, with no comps, roughly 150. You know, that's my best guess for that. Okay, we're still in the 4th tier, guys. So this is the first appearance of Spider-Ham. I'm going to try to move a little faster. 9/6 white page, Marvel Tales number 1. Really cool book. I have Marvel Tales at 150. First appearance of Starling, Miles Morales number 6. I have at 150 in a 9/8. Really cool one here. Jack Kirby, Black Panther number 1, 9/0 white page. I was really happy with all the white pages I got in the submission. This one I have at $150, undervalued. Black Panther movie coming. And here I have X Babies #1 in a 9.8. Awesome early Scotty Young. So now we're going into a new tier, guys. So now we're going into 5th tier, which I have at $100 or above. Okay, so if you win, and there's 7 in this category. If you win something 100 or above, it's more or less break even. For books that go far below the FMV, so to speak, of or the average slab value, say, like if you win a $30 slab, I'm going to hook you up with a few raw books, basically. This is sort of close to the break-even range where I would probably give you one free raw book in addition. This is a $125 9.8. Here's a cool Kanto book. I had a few Kanto slabs in this mix. Kanto's a little cold right now, but this is a cool one because it's a IDW convention exclusive for Clockwork Fairies #1, and it's very, very limited. I forget the exact print run, but that's a 9.8, really cool cover. Have it at $125. Another really cool one. This is a 20 center FF 121. Silver Surfer and Airwalker cover and appearance Galactus cameo. So I feel like it's the death of Airwalker maybe, but basically it's a cool surfer book, great surfer cover, 9.2 white pager, and probably got it graded because I thought I could, hit a little higher than that. But in 9.2, I have it at $100. Okay, here's an Usagi book, a great Usagi. This is the unsigned Usagi. Again, first appearance of, I didn't say it before, Yukichi Yamamoto, new Usagi character. And this is, of course, the Albedo 2 homage, which I didn't call out for the signed version. But this unsigned version, I put it about $100. No comps on it, so it's really hard to find, hard to comp. All right, here's the trade dress for the Warren Lau. I put that at 100. Okay, we've got a couple more hundreds. Here's a really cool one to win. J. Scott Campbell, X-Men 1, awesome rogue cover, negative space, sort of paying homage to all of John Tyler Christopher's negative variants. And that one I have at just $100. I mean, you can see, guys, the market is so sort of soft right now. Like a lot of these that are $100 were a lot more recently and probably will be more again over time. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these are really good deals at the current value. So, nice time to win them / pick them up. This is Avengers #2, another one that went crazy when Kang first appeared. Kang is coming back. I have this one at $100 in a 9.8. And that is all of our 5th tier. That's our 7 books in the 5th tier. Okay, now we get into the 6th tier, which is about 40% of our inventory. Okay, so you've seen 60% where basically you're like all of these 60%, you're kind of in like an all winners territory where it's like, hopefully you'd get these slabs for having, paid $175 or $150 for your slab spot, and you won't be too mad about it. You know what I mean? Here, this next bit of inventory, I'm going to go through a little faster. And, these are $75 and lower. But this is what I'm guessing is 75 or lower for these ones. So just keep that in mind. These are not the main prizes to be had, right? All right, so here we go. They're not terrible. There are no terrible slabs in here. Okay, here's a Kanto City of Giants #1 in a 9.8. That's a retailer incentive. I don't think I have these exactly in order here. Yeah, maybe what I'll have to do. Yeah, this one is this one I have down at $30, just because people auction this book and people aren't really looking for Kanto at the moment. But still an optioned indie, still a great story, awesome series. A lot of Kanto fans out there. This one's super rare. It's Over the Ropes #1. CBSI exclusive, and it's a WWF or WWE homage. And They only made like 120 of these, I think. And I don't think there are any other 9/8s out there. So this is pretty rare. But that being said, I put this at $75, just like sort of a, there's no comps on it, but you could get 200 for it. I don't even know. It's just one of those books you set a price on, you let it sit on eBay and see where it goes. Oblivion Song #1, Pink Signature, another book that cooled down a lot. There's still news that Jake Gyllenhaal is producing this property, and presumably starring in it. It's a pink sig. It's a 9.6. These days I'm valuing it at $40. Defenders #1. This is a Marcos Martin retailer incentive. I have this one at $40. 1 in 10, I believe. Cool Doctor Strange cover. Count Draco Knucklebuster. This is another one I had signed by Joe at the con. VHS variant, really cool book. Just missed it with the grade there at 9.4. No comps on this. I put it at $50. Awesome VHS variant. Okay, here's Champions #1, just a regular cover A Champions. I have at $65. Here I have another Kanto book. 2 copies of this, Kanto Lionhearted #1. This is a really cool IDW convention exclusive. Unfortunately, both of these copies got 9.6s. So those are 9.6 Kanto exclusives. All right, here's some Riri goodness. I have Ironheart #1 in the B variant, and that one I have at $75. 9.8. Ironheart #6, crossover with Miles Morales in a 9.8. I have at $75. Star Wars 43. I was hoping for a better grade on this. First Lando Calrissian, and it says first cover, but he's in the book. I don't know why it says only first cover. 8.5 off-white to white. I put that one, Star Wars 43, at $50. And that grade doesn't fetch a big premium. Here is A Nice House on the Lake #1, cover A, first print, 9.8. All the way down at $35. I'm putting this one. Not an exciting value on that, but it's a great read, that series. Another signed Joe Schmalke. This is Phantom Star Killer. Really cool one-stop shop exclusive. It's glow in the dark, embossed, really great cover. This one I have at 9. I think because it's a 9.4, I have it at $50. No comps. Just a cool, Joe Schmalke cover and signature. Here is a Justice League Dark #1 and a 9.6. This thing is impossible to get a 9.8. I keep trying, not succeeding yet, but so far my value on this, sorry guys, I'm recording this late, I'm a little tired. Justice League Dark, value at $50 in a 9.6, which is way undervalued. That's a first team appearance right there. Hawkeye, all new Hawkeye #1. This is a Jeff Lemire, really like kind of wacky cover, but that's sort of to be expected from his art. He's mostly a writer, but when he does covers, they come out something like this. And this is all new Hawkeye #1, Jeff Lemire retailer incentive, 9.6. I missed the 9.8. I think it's just one of those things where, I have it at $40, no comps, just based on relative grading or whatever. I don't think it's going to command more than 40, but it's one of those things where the 1 in 10 goes for less than the cover A, just because of cover art and sort of recognizability of the cover A. But Kate Bishop is coming back, and that book has legs. So Infamous Iron Man #1. I have 2 copies and a 9.8 of the first Tony Stark AI. It's a good spec book, and these ones I have at $75 each. All right, I have 2 facsimile Ultimate Fallouts. So these ones in 9.8 go for about $50 each. Okay, next one up. Really cool Dracula book, Tomb of Dracula 17, 8.5 white page. Just an awesome kind of oversized book. Blade and Dr. Sun appearance. There's a minor key. I believe Blade is bitten by Dracula in this issue. So kind of an undervalued key in my opinion. That's an 8.5 white Tomb 17, $75. All right, just a few more left, guys. We've got a Turtles retailer incentive, just a cool, really cool Eastman book I wanted to get graded. Only looking at $50 for that one. That's 117, 1 in 10, $50. Here I've got an Astonishing X-Men, First Abigail Brand, issue 6, 9.6, $50. I hope you can see me over the slabs here. 4 more left. Here's a first Madame Slave, the woman who the character in the comics who brings Eric Killmonger back to life. She's like his lover in the comics. That's an 8.5 white pager, Jungle Action 18, and that is $50. Excuse me. 3 more. Okay, this one's a really cool Silver Age book. Unfortunately, this one, I bought it at a con. It came back conserved because of centerfold reinforcement with glue. So not something I picked up on when I decided to submit, but that is the second appearance of Hercules. Undervalued book if you can pick this one up, FYI. That is Journey into Mystery 124. And because of the conserved grade and the relative low grade, I have it at $50, no comps. Just guessing, someone would pay $50 for that slab. And then finally, I have 2 Virgin Usagi 20s. This is a Dogu exclusive, one of Stan Sakai's companies. This is 2 copies of the Usagi 20 in the Virgin exclusive variant. And those ones I have at $75 each, no comps available. Okay, so it's obviously a Stan Sakai cover. I'm going to put some of these back here, and I am going to share my screen with you guys so that you can see the numbers that I'm working with and, consider how you want to play this thing. This is a fun game to play. Basically, it's designed so that everybody wins. Mathematically speaking, you have even odds. If you buy 1 slab, you have even odds of getting your value back. And that could either be in the form of a lower value slab with some raws thrown in, or getting even value on a slab that's worth the same amount as you put in, or you could shoot the moon and get one of those first or second or third tier books, which will put you really in a good position money wise.
20 minutes later.
All right, guys, guess what? I figured out what was wrong with my data. I was expecting 65 slabs back from CBCS since, forever, right? This whole submission had in the panel from CBCS 65 books, right? What I neglected to consider was that many of these books were pre-screen. So apparently 6 books did not pass my desired pre-screen. With CBCS, you can mix and match pre-screen grades. And so I did, some at 9.4, some at 9.6, some at 9.8. And 6 out of, however many I pre-screened came back raw. And I did receive those back. I just failed to realize that those would be coming off of the 65 book total. So this is good news for you guys, because that means the total is now 59 books to win. The raws are not included. And your odds are now better, and your value is now better, because when I re-crunched the numbers, as you can see here, I'm going to share my screen again. I redid the numbers on this tab on my spreadsheet. It's now a 59 book order, and the average value is now 165 per slab. Now that might not seem like a big deal, but it's a big deal to me because I'm offering you guys these slabs for essentially 150 each before shipping. So that means that changes everything in terms of like in my opinion, like the winning potential for you guys, because here's the deal. So here are my adjusted averages. Okay, I did all these by 59 instead of 65. So 3% chance at the grand prizes, 10% chance at the second tier, 14% chance at the third tier, 17% chance at the fourth, 12% chance at the fifth. So now what do we got? We got 13, 27, 44, 46. Right. So you've got a 56% chance of getting a slab $100 or more, and a 44% chance of getting a slab under $100. Okay, that's sort of like the watershed moment, right? Now, but first of all, you have better chances of winning the grand prizes, better chances of winning, any of these second or third tier books, and the average value is now in your favor by $15, which is a lot in terms of odds, right? So here's what I'm offering to you guys. 175 shipped is the price for just one slab. That's in terms of value proposition, that's like, if you consider a slab as $15 to ship generally, that's like getting the slab for $160, right? Which is valued at an average of 165. So even just the first slab is already a good deal for you guys in terms of odds and value, in my opinion. Your second slab will cost just $150. And your third slab will cost $125. So, for example, if you got 3 slabs, that would come to $450, which would average you a cost of $150 per slab. Again, each slab valued at $165. Okay, in terms of odds. 4 slabs, you're in 575. That brings you down to 144 each in terms of a cost basis for your slabs. 5 slabs at 700, because each unlimited additional slabs is $125 each. 5 slabs at $700, shipping included, just 140 each per slab, with again an average value of 165 for each slab. Okay, and of course, the more spots that you guys purchase, the better chances you have at securing those grand prizes or those second or third tiers. Okay, so guys, I won't bore you anymore with this. I think we've exhausted the subject. But if you do have any questions about this, let me know. And most importantly, the way that you purchase these spots is by either messaging me. I will reserve you a spot to however many you want. If you happen to see this video and I haven't made the post yet, go ahead and direct message me on Instagram at mmcomicsales. Ding. The other thing to do is to follow me on mmcomicsales on Instagram and look out for the post where I will probably do some flashy picture where I'm showing all of the grand prizes to sort of catch people's eyes. And look out for that post. That's going to be like the official, like, you comment on that post and you can purchase spots on this raffle there. I don't know whether to call it a raffle or a mystery box or whatever, but you get the point. There's some cool slabs to win. There's some pretty good odds, pretty good value proposition for you guys. And like I said, I've got big changes in my family life and professional life coming up, and this will really help me out, guys. Not to sort of be like, oh, please buy my slabs, but I really appreciate all of your business and all of your support. This is just one of the ways that you can support me if you choose to. I very much appreciate all the support you guys give me, and even if you don't want to take one of these slabs, just like this video, comment down below, share it with friends, give me a subscription, become one of my subscribers to my YouTube channel, and follow me over on mmcomicsales. Those things don't cost a dime, and I really appreciate all the help you guys give. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video to the end. Click that like button on your way out, And I'll see you in the next one and over on MM Comic Sales, where we get to sell these spots to this fun slabtastic affair. All right, let's get these sold so we can show the winners. It's going to be so fun. We're going to show the winners here on YouTube. So I can't wait. See you guys over there. And thanks for watching. Peace out.